The First Thanksgiving, presented by Susu. Table of contents. What is Thanksgiving? Who created Thanksgiving? Who was the pilgrim? Traditional Thanksgiving food. How it all started. The First Thanksgiving. The myth. Interesting facts. Question time. Conclusion. What is Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is a holiday mainly celebrated in the United States and Canada. People come together to give thanks for the good things in life, especially family and friends. This holiday usually happens in November in the US and October in Canada. Who created Thanksgiving? It was created by the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people. Who was the pilgrim? A pilgrim is a person who goes on a long journey, often with a religious or moral purpose, and especially to a foreign land. Traditional Thanksgiving foods. One of the most important parts of Thanksgiving is the food. Families gather around the table to share a large meal, and many of the dishes have become traditional favorites. Some of the most famous Thanksgiving foods are turkey, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and mashed potatoes and gravy. How it all started. It all started in 1621 in a place called Plymouth, where pilgrims, the settlers who traveled from England to America on the Mayflower, had settled. The pilgrims were excited because they had just finished their first successful harvest. The First Thanksgiving. In 1620, the Pilgrims left England for religious freedom and settled in Massachusetts. After a harsh winter, the Wampanoag, especially Quanto, helped them survive. In the fall of 1621, after surviving a harsh winter with help from the Wampanoag, the Pilgrims celebrated their first successful harvest with a 3-day feast known as the First Thanksgiving. This symbolized friendship, teamwork, and gratitude, and is now celebrated annually in the United States. The myth. Historian David Silver describes the myth of the First Thanksgiving as such. The myth is that friendly Indians, unidentified by tribe, welcomed the Pilgrims to America, teach them how to live in this new place, sit down to dinner with them, and then disappear. Let's look at some facts. Fact 1. It wasn't called Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims didn't call it Thanksgiving. This term was used for religious days of prayer. Their gathering was more of a harvest feast to celebrate their first successful crops. Fact 2. It lasted 3 days. Unlike today's one-day feast, the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag celebrated for 3 whole days. It was more of a harvest festival than a single meal. Fact 3. No turkey on the menu. The Pilgrims and the Wampanoag likely ate deer, gifted by the Wampanoag, seafood like lobster and mussels, and wild fowls such as ducks or geese. There is no solid proof that they eat turkey. Fact 4. TV dinners exist because of Thanksgiving. In 1953, a company ordered too much turkey, 260 tons of it. To avoid waste, they packaged it with sides, creating the first TV dinner. Fact 5. The first Thanksgiving had no forks. Pilgrims didn't use forks, only spoons, knives, and their hands. Forks weren't common in America until the 17s. Fact 6. Thanksgiving was once in October. Thanksgiving wasn't always in November. Before Abraham Lincoln made it official in 1863, some states celebrated in October or even earlier. Fact 7. Thanksgiving leftovers inspired the first sandwich. Some say the first ever turkey sandwich was made from Thanksgiving leftovers. It looks like it's question time. Question 1. Who created Thanksgiving? It was created by the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people. Question 2. When was Thanksgiving created? It started in the 1621s. Question 3. Where was Thanksgiving created? It was created in a place called Plymouth. Question 4. Who was Pilgrim? A pilgrim is a person who goes on a long journey, often with a religious or moral purpose, and especially to a foreign land. Conclusion. History of Thanksgiving. A long time ago, in 1621, the Pilgrims, people who traveled from England, and the Wampanoag Native Americans had a big feast together. They wanted to celebrate a good harvest, the food they grew, and give thanks for it. This event is often thought of as the first Thanksgiving. Thank you.